last team to stand in the Emirates FA Cup that I did on FIFA. So we've got Tranmere Rovers versus Morecambe. So we're gonna do a quick sim. Let's see who wins. It's either them two teams. Ooh, one all, and then 4-3 in penalties. So for the Tranmere Rovers, Merry, Patrick Davidson, and Davidson scored and Jennings scored, and then for the other team, White, Tollett, Andrew Ango scored, and then for the penalties, Patrick and Andrew Anglo scored for the penalties. So that's Morecambe gone. Morecambe has lost. Let's see who we've got next. Now we've got Swindon Town versus Port Vale. I think Swindon's gonna win. Let's see. Ooh, Port Vale beat Swindon 3-2. So So for Swindon, Freckleton scored. Freckleton and McGraw, and then Port Vale, John Tolledge and Crossdale scored for them teams. So Swindon Town's also gone. Final scores, and then we've got Bradford City versus AFC Wimbledon. Okay, I don't know who's gonna win, but anyone could win at the moment. Oh, 3-1 in penalties. AFC Wimbledon beat Bradford City. So, Telleries, Lethbridgeville, Stevens, Walker scored in the normal game, and then Shepherd and Stevens, Cavage and Stevens again scored in the penalties. So that's AFC Wimbledon in, and that's Bradford's Town gone. Now we've got Notts County versus Salford. So I think Notts will win. I don't know. And I was right. Notts County did beat Salford City 2-1. So Tussalula got a yellow card. McDonald replaced with Macquarie. McGoldrick scored for the Notts. And then McGoldrick again scored. And then for Salford, Negju was replaced with Shepherd. And then Adlerton scored in the 86th minute. Then Hinchley got a yellow card for Notts. Hinchley was replaced with Abadox. And then Twakraw got replaced with Jatta. Then Bedu got a yellow card. I think Notts has not only just won the game, but they've won the amount of yellow cards in one game. So now we've got Walsall versus Accrington. I think Walsall will win, but because if we have a look at the team, they've got Gordon, Allen, and all that. They're good. I don't even know because I can't say anything. Oh, Walsall did beat them. So Jellis scored in the 87th minute. Kay Barrett was replaced with Allen. Gels scored again in the 62nd minute. And then Hall was replaced with Lakin. Adomha was put on a yellow card. And then Adomha was scored on the 24th minute. And then now we go to Accrington. Morney scored. Batty got a yellow card. Afterquartery got replaced with Wilson. And then Coyle got replaced with Conneely. Then Woods scored in the 30th minute. Then Wilson got a yellow card in the 15th minute. So Walsall's beat them, which is good. Let's see who's next. So several teams have been knocked out. So now we've got Barrow versus Shrewsbury. my second favourite team is Shrewsbury. So, quick sim. I do have high hopes for Shrewsbury. They are my second favourite team. So we'll check see who wins. Oh, Shrewsbury beat Bauer 1-0. So Lloyd's got a yellow card. Castelladin was replaced with Perry. Lilisha was replaced with Feeney. Then Shipley was replaced with Gape. Biggins got a yellow card and Lloyd scored 24th minute. Then we got Duwu was replaced with Foyle. And then Whitfield got a yellow card in the 63rd minute. Then Vassell was replaced with Jackson in the 45th minute. So that's good for Shrewsbury because they are my second favourite team. So now we've got Castleinor United versus AFC Wimbledon. Let's see if Wimbledon can get another win. But sadly, they did. AFC Wimbledon beat Castle United 2-0. So Stevens got a goal in the 86th minute. Hutchinson got a yellow card in the 68th minute. Brown was replaced with Reeves. And then Stevens got a goal in the 50th minute. Then we got Bulgier got a yellow card in the 8th minute. Then we go to Castle United. We got Embleton was replaced with Wern in the 75th minute. Then Jones was replaced with Harris on the 63rd minute. And then Werkel and then Wyke got a goal in the 21st minute. Okay, I think AFC Wimbledon is doing good. They're doing good at the moment, but we can see. So we've got final scores there. So now we've got Newport County versus Wigan Athletes. I do think the other team will win. I think they will. Let's do quick sim. Oh, Wigan Athlete has beaten Newport. So, Northburn scored in the 79th minute. We're got replaced with Abdi Duku in the 79th minute. Northburn again scored 60th minute. Hungerbo and G. Smith were replaced. And then Dale got a yellow card in the 32nd minute. Then Dale scored in the 25th minute. Then we go to Newport County. And they didn't get any goals, obviously. They didn't get any yellow cards either, which is a good thing. Then Brennan and Clark were replaced. Right, okay. So let's have a look at the possession now. So the possession for Wigan was 61. The possession for Newport was 39. Then we go to shots. They shot 6 and then Newport shot 3. Chances, Wigan had 4 chances and Newport had 3. Okay, let's see who we got next. So we got Notts County again versus Cambridge United. So this is one of the teams, I don't know. So these are what we got. I'm not going to change anyone. I'm just going to let it happen. Quick sim. Cambridge United have finally took down Notts County. So Lavery has missed a goal in 87th minute. Then Longfellow got a goal in 69th. Longfellow was replaced with Brofley. Then Watts was replaced with Ibison Rossi. Then we've got Lavery got a goal in 40th minute. Then we go to Notts County. Abbott got a goal in 84th minute. Tusmusa got a yellow card in 60th minute. And then Tamusula got replaced with Jarvis. And then the position for Cambridge was 51. While the position for Notts County was 49. Then we had Cambridge with shots for 4 and Notts County had 3. Then chances, Cambridge had 3 and Notts County had 3. That's even, but the positioning still counts in the score as well. So who have we got next? We've got Colchester taking on Stevenage. So I don't know these. I don't really know these things because I don't really watch whatever league they're in. I don't really watch them. I only watch the Premier League because my favourite team's in the Premier League. So we do quick sim, and Colchester beat Stevenage 3-2. So we start with Colchester. Bishop was replaced with McDonnell in 82nd minute. Anderson scored in 74th. Payne scored in 71st. Kelleher and was replaced with Flanagan. Then Vincent Young was replaced with Hunt. Then the 45th minute. Then Scully scored in the 22nd minute. Then we go to Stevenage, and Young scored in the 82nd minute. And then Hanlan missed a goal at the 73rd. James Widlin was replaced with Freeman in 65th. Then Handlin was scored in 53rd. Then Young was replaced with Reed in 46th. And then that's it. And then the position for Stevenage was 52, while the Colchester had 48. So, and then literally like Stevenage lost and they still had a better position. That was actually good, guys. And then shots at Stevenage had 4, and then shots they had 5 was Colchester. Stevenage had a less chance, and then Colchester had 4, which is the highest. Then we've got next. And tell me Wolves. At least we don't have Wolves, but we've got Walsall again taking on Chesterfield. Walsall's been doing good as well. They've already won 1 game. I wonder who win. I'm going to sim the match this time, so I'm going to have a look at the game, which will probably be a bit boring. Oh. That's Chesterfield, and then they took the ball. Oh. That's close for Chesterfield. Oh, Chesterfield has it here. That was close. If Walsall wants to win, they're going to have to be very careful. So I think Chesterfield nearly got there. Walsall has to be very careful. Chesterfield is going good at them. Chesterfield has nearly scored. Literally, Chesterfield's been doing good. Chesterfield's been good. I think, to be honest, Chesterfield has about the chances. But Walsall need to step their game up if they want to win. And they don't want to be knocked out. Sadly, we've had AFC Wimbledon taken out. So let's see Walsall give a chance. Walsall's actually passing the ball while they're surrounded with Chesterfield players. Ooh, that's a good pass. Score! Go! Score! They just need to score. Ooh! 41st minute. No events. We're now in half time. So I think I'm going to get the charger for my iPad because I want it to be dead. Literally, I don't want it dead. So I'll be back. You guys can watch the game or literally it's going on right now. So at least it's on pause because otherwise I don't want to be doing that. I think, guys, who do you think's going to win? Chesterfield or Walsall? I think Walsall has a chance because they have been in the game, while Chesterfield has been in the game. I don't think Chesterfield has a chance, but personally, Chesterfield's actually doing very good. They nearly scored. they have nearly scored in this. Well, Walsall hasn't. Walsall hasn't really. Walsall's trying though. Okay, they're all trying to stand. They're all trying. Let's see. Here they are. I think Warsaw's got a bit better with defending, I think. They've got a bit faster with defending. The defence is a bit better than before. But somehow Chesterfield's still getting the ball passed. Oh. Is that Walsall there? Well, they're really not doing good, so I think they could get into penalties, I think. They're not really doing any good. They're kind of doing terrible. They're both of them. That's almost Chesterfield then. Subs required. I think I'm doing this for Walsall. LB. There's an LB go. Right. So I need to replace him with an LB. So I've got subs. Anyway, I'm gonna go to tactical view because not like that. See the actual gameplay. They're really not doing very good. The both of them ain't really doing good. But to be honest, if he ooh Walsall. Bloody hell. Adama. That was Adama scored. That's a good goal, that is, actually. Adama. That's actually good, that is. That's a goal for them. Finally. Oh, he literally said, finally they got a goal. Because they didn't get a goal. Let's see if Walsall could do any better. Since they've got... Well, I think Chesterfield need to get on their grip right now. Because they've just let Coventry do that amazing goal. So I think Chesterfield... Well, the Chesterfield has a chance here. Oh, nice save. Nice save from the goalkeeper. Nice save there. Is he going to pass? He's going to pass it to over there and he's going to score. Oh, nice. That's nice saves. Right, I'm going to do some subs. Because I haven't done one. Chesterfield, if Chesterfield wants to win, they're going to have to do better. Which they are. If Chesterfield wants to win. If Chesterfield wants to win, obviously. I don't think they will. Do they? But they can have a chance, like Walsall did. I didn't think Walsall would get his goal, but now they have, which is good. Which is amazing. I didn't think Walsall would win. But after seeing that amazing goal, that's actually good. Let's see. So Walsall's at home. Go on, Walsall. That's offside. That's offside. Let's see what Jealous does. Oh. They could have scored there, but they could have headed it in. They have a chance. Oof. Not bad. Fair play. I think Chesterfield has a chance now. Okay, they don't have like 100% chance, but they do have a little bit of a chance. It's unless if they can get their team round there, but in about 2 minutes. Plus, this is going to go quick, so it'll be more less than 2 minutes. He needs a pass. He's going to pass it over there. Which he can because one of is surrounded. Not going to win now. They need to go faster. Go on. I'm having hope for Chesterfield, but Chesterfield, it's not. Chesterfield's lost. They're out. They're knocked out. Chesterfield has been knocked out. Chesterfield has been knocked out. Sadly, but to be honest, Walsall was the better side. Which they were. So now we've got Fleetwood Town versus Tranmere Rovers. We're gonna do the watch game and all that. So we're gonna watch the game. But I'm only gonna do it with this one and that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. Wait, am I playing as a player? Spectate view. Alright. Oh! Train might win. Rovers had a good chance there. They're lucky. No, it's Fleetwood. It's Fleetwood. I was gonna say Fleetwood Mac. That's what I feel like, because that's the name. I was gonna say Fleetwood Mac then, but Fleetwood have a chance. Oof. Good save. Real life football would only take 3 hours. Would be there for 3 hours. But for FIFA's not gonna do that. What is he trying to do? Now he just fucked our game up. He's kind of fucked the game up there, but okay. Trying to score it from there. Trademark Rovers don't have a chance. Especially how they're playing. They're playing a bit terrible now. Which I think they are. Personally, they are. They're not playing very good. But I'm going to say everyone has a chance. I don't know. Okay. Oh. But they got the other team on their hand. You can kick it over there though. You're doing a bad pass. I think Trademark Rovers, I think they're kind of terrible passing. It's kind of terrible. So I don't see them having a chance of winning. Okay, they won last time, but I don't think they have a chance now. Because they've got their gameplay shit. Horrible. I think both teams are terrible, but I think the other team is better. The other team's actually tried. While Trademark Rovers can't even do a good pass. Have you seen their passes, right? They can't even do a proper pass. So I don't think Trademark Rovers are going to win, especially because I've got Liverpool on here, which I actually have. I've got Liverpool, Man City, and all that. Even if Trademark Rovers got to the finals, no, they wouldn't do it. They would not do it. Especially teams against Liverpool and all that. If the other team's playing shit, how are they going to do it? Like, literally. I doubt. But I think the Fleet one will win. They all have a chance, to be honest. But they all have a chance. And there's offside there. They all have a chance. But I can't really say much because Trademark did do good in the last game because they did win. They did win that game, but they've only won one game. They haven't won like 6 games. I'd be closer. I can't say much because I do support a bad team, which is Manchester United. If you guys don't know, I am a Manchester United fan, but I don't always say, oh, Manchester United's so good. Okay, Manchester United might not be able to beat anyone in the Premier League, but for Trademark Rovers, we would beat them definitely, especially if they play like this. If they play so terribly. Wait, mate, goalkeeper view. Oh, let's see. But that means we can't see the other goal then. So I'm changing the camera. Other goals in here. Let's do it there. Let's do it here. I'll do it here. It's raining at Fleetwood right now in this game as I speak in the game. Potter's got an injury for the Fleetwood team. Potter's got injury. If Potter's got injured, why is he playing? Like, why is Potter playing if he's injured? To be honest. Oh, someone's got a goal. Fleetwood's got a goal. That's what they get, to be honest. And it's Potter. No, it's not Potter. Yep, that Tranmere Rovers gone. Ryan Graydon was the goaler. Was a good person that scored. I don't know why I'm at the goal, but on my goal view, I can't, because that means I can't see the whole game. All I can see is just the goal. Okay, it's better view because so you can, because if there's a goal, that means you can see the goal, can't you? But no, I don't like that one. Close. That's actually a good view. That's actually good. Rain. I want to try and I'm just gonna sim to the end. Hey! Tranmere Rovers. Oh! So Tranmere Rovers actually beat. That's why I need to be careful with what I say. So Patrick, Hendry, Davidson and Jennings scored their penalty for Tranmere Rovers, while Phoenix scored for Fleetwood Town, and Broom and Mayer missed. Anyway, we go to the normal game in extra time for Fleetwood Town. Rooney scored the 111th minute. Mayer scored in the 91st minute. Then Marsh scored in the 42nd minute. Graydon scored at the 28th minute. Potter got injured. Obviously, we saw the Graydon one. Then we go to Tranmere Rovers. Jennings scored the 109th minute. Davidson scored the 103rd minute. Then Jennings scored the 80th minute and the 66th minute. And I think actually, Tranmere Rovers actually done good there. I thought Tranmere Rovers was kind of in shit at the start, but now I think they're actually good. Especially them getting. They were playing shit earlier, a moment ago, and now they're doing better. Anyway, now we go to our next game, which hopefully will be better. We still got a few teams left. So we got Bristol Rovers taking on Port Vale. I haven't seen Manchester United yet, to be honest, which is kind. I haven't seen Manchester United or Man City. So Port Vale beat Bristol Rovers 1-0. I'm just going to do the goals for now, so I'm not yapping on about the game. So Hadley scored for Port Vale in 27th minute. And then Hunt, and then for Bristol Rovers, Hunt got a yellow card in 20th minute. I'm just going to do the goals and the yellow and the cards, so I'm not yapping on everything. So now we've got Mansfield Town taking on Harrogate Town. Let's see which town football team will win. Looks like it's Mansfield's day to win. 3-1. So Atkins scored 74 Mansfield Town. We're going to start with him. Atkins scored for the 70th minute and the 65th minute. Then Evans scored for the 22nd minute. And then now we go to Harrogate Town, while Morris scored for the 18th minute. Not very good for Harrogate Town, but Mansfield is doing good. Especially 3-0. Let's see I want to see the bigger teams. Like Man City, Liverpool, Man United. I'm only seeing shit. So we now got Reading taking on Rotherham United. So looks like it's 1-1 for the normal game. Then Reading beat Rotherham United 6-5 in penalties. Ooh. So Blinden, so this is for Reading. Binden, Washila, Savage and Yidom, Campbell, and even I can't say him, but Etherbitterhand scored for their penalties. While in Rotherham, Raggett, Mapazu, McWilliams, and Kelly and Wilkes scored for Rotherham United. Looks like Rotherham United is going to say goodbye because Reading is moving on. And we'll probably see Reading in a bit. Blackpool are taking on Barnsley. Not bad. I hope for Blackpool actually to win, I think. But sadly, they get taken down by Barnsley 2-0. So, Farrugia scored in the 82nd minute and Kellor Dunn scored in the 2nd minute. Bloody hell, 2nd minute! Bloody hell, they must have been worked hard for that. So it looks like we say goodbye to Blackpool because Barnsley moving on with the rest of them. Now we've got Bolton taking on Charlton ATH. So we do Crixon. And Bolton beat Charlton ACH. So 3-0. So Almeida Santos scored the 74th minute. Collins scored the 53rd minute. And Thomason scored the 14th minute. So that's not bad for Bolton. But what's really worse is Charlton's out of the Premier League. Anyway, now we go to the next bit. Now we've got Northampton taking on Peterborough. So let's see which one wins. Looks like Peterborough took down Northampton 2-1. So Hayes scored at the 80th minute and Eolfian scored at the 37th minute. While Northampton, Hoskins scored the 47th minute. Peterborough is carrying on. Now we've got Wrexham taking on Burton Albion. So let's get... Oh shit, press the tactical view. Why am I tapping that? I'm just going to go sim to the end. Looks like Wrexham beat Burton Albion 3-0. So Rodriguez scored the 85th minute and the 67th and the 62nd minute. While Rodriguez scored the 43rd minute. Good Rodriguez. He must have been playing hard for this or training hard. Well done, Rodriguez. Pushing your team up. Right. Now we've got Birmingham City taking on Leyton Orient. Comment down below if you see your favourite team. So we go match day. Let's see who wins. I hope Birmingham. Oh yeah. Birmingham beat Leyton Orient 2-0. So Hansen scored the 61st minute and Williamson scored the 30th minute. Good Birmingham City. They must be doing good. Well, I want to see the bigger teams. That's why I'm going like, oh, I don't care. I actually don't care these teams. I just want the bigger teams. Now we've got Stockport taking on Wycombe. So it looks like Wycombe sadly beat Stockport 1-0. So Odor scored 78th minute. So that's all they've got. So Wycombe is moving on. Now who have we got now? We've got MK Dons taking on Lincoln City. I'm going to do quick sim as usual. Looks like MK Dons has beat Lincoln City 2-1. So Orsi scored 76th minute and Crowley scored the 9th minute. While Lincoln City, Collins scored the 56th minute. So that means MK Dons is moving on. And Lincoln is going down. Is not moving up. They're staying. They're being knocked out. So, Millway are taking down Spurs. Finally, there's a big team in this. That's probably the first big team I've seen, which is Spurs. So now we're going to do quick sim. Can Tottenham do good? Yes, they can. Spurs has beaten Millway 2-1. So Johnson scored the 77th minute and Johnson scored the 10th minute. And then for Millwall, Cooper scored the 58th minute. Well done, Spurs. Hope I see more. The final scores, Coventry. So, Aston Villa and Colchester. I think we're starting to see the bigger teams because some people are starting to come out now. So, Aston Villa beat Colchester. So, we've got Mings, 72nd minute. And we've got Watkins, 25th minute. If you guys don't know, other games are going on. Other games are going on when we play this. So we've got Plymouth Argyle taking on Watford. Looks like Watford beat Plymouth Argyle 1-0. So Bayo scored 16th minute. Now we've got QPR taking down Mansfield Town. I wonder if Manchester United's still in this. And Liverpool. So it looks like Mansfield Town is obviously going to beat them. And we've had... Who scored? Evans scored 52nd minute. Bristol City taking on Cambridge United. Don't tell me Man City, Liverpool, Wolves and Manchester United are out. Which I think they are because I haven't seen them. So it looks like Bristol City beat Cambridge United. So Mehmeti scored 85th minute and Armstrong scored 68th minute and Knight scored on the 12th minute. While for Cambridge, Thomas scored for the 5th minute. Now we've got Wigan Athletic taking on Bolton. Wigan has gone through. 2-1 Bolton. Hungerbow scored 110th minute and Taylor scored 4th minute. While for Bolton, Collins scored the 89th minute. Here we are. So we've got Reading taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. I want to know who will win. Will Wolves beat them? Will it either be Wolves or will it be the other team? Or will it be Reading? Let's see. Oh! Wolves are gone. Oh! Against Reading? You're joking. So, I can't even believe this. Reading has beat Wolves 3-2. Unbelievable. So for Reading, Binden scored 107th minute and Rushiva scored 70th minute. Then Mebint scored 60th minute. While for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Doyle scored 74th minute and Strand Larson scored on the 12th minute. So let's say goodbye to Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm going to salute them. I know I don't like Wolves, but that's the way it is. So now we've got Portsmouth taking on Middlesbrough. Let's see who will win. I'm a bit shocked. I'm still shocked from Reading literally beating Wolverhampton Wanderers. Anyway, so Middlesbrough has beaten Portsmouth 2-1. So Azak scored 71st minute and Hackney scored 42nd minute. While for Portsmouth, Bishop scored 79th minute. Not very good, Portsmouth. I can't believe you. So Hull City are taking on Norwich. Anyway, guys, comment down below on this live stream if you guys see your favourite team on here. But to be honest, these are only English and Welsh teams, like Premier League and Second Division leagues. So it looks like Norwich has gone up, beating Hull City 1-0. So who scored? So Aminio scored 16th minute. So Hull City are gone now. So we've got Everton taking Arsenal. Two big teams from the Premier League. Finally we're getting more now. So it looks like Arsenal is taking their victory by winning by beating Everton 3-1. So Nwaneri scored 79th minute. Trossard beat 62nd minute. Then G. Timberler scored first minute. Bloody hell, first minute. Bloody hell. Then Everton, Docunal scored 48th minute. I wonder if Manchester United, Man City and Liverpool are in this still. We know Wolves and Everton are gone. I don't know, actually. I swear, if Liverpool and Man City's gone, I'll be shocked. Let me guess. Liverpool lost against that Plymouth Article team, like they did in real life. So now we've got Leeds United taking on Peterborough. We've not seen Leeds this time. We've not seen Leeds in this. The Leeds is there. So it looks like Peterborough. So Leeds can't hide for long because Peterborough's just taken them down. So for Peterborough, Mothersill on 83rd minute. And then Poku for 10th minute. Then Leeds, we've got Junior scoring the 30th minute. I think we're near the finals at least. Now we've got AFC Wimbledon taking on Blackburn Rovers. Some of these teams have been hiding the whole time. So now we say a good farewell goodbye to Wimbledon. Has been doing good. Because now Blackburn Rovers take their victory by beating them 2-1. So Blackburn Rovers, Cantwell 78th minute and Guyel for the 13th minute. While AFC Wimbledon was Bugel 63rd minute. Bye-bye, Wimbledon. Nice knowing you. So now we've got Ipswich taking on Manchester City. So we know Manchester City's still here. But I wonder if Liverpool and United are still here. I think Ipswich are gone. But anything could change. But anything could happen, though. Anything could happen. I was actually thinking for a moment that Ipswich was going to beat them. But Ipswich is shit anyway. But sorry, guys. No offence to Ipswich fans if they watch this video. Sorry. Anyway, Manchester City. Foden with Phil Foden's 72nd minute. And then Ipswich. Simozis for 58th minute. Then also, we've got to do the other one. Then Foden scored the 14th minute as well. So now we've got Liverpool taking on Exeter City. Liverpool are definitely going to win this. Unless they were like that. Unless it was like that game against Plymouth Article when they lost. Obviously they would win. 4-0 Liverpool. So we've got Gakpo, 78th minute. We've got Alexander-Arnold, 70th minute. Then we've got Luis Diaz, 57th minute. Then we've got Mo Salah, 22nd minute. And that's it. These teams are going like flies, which I'm not gonna lie. Now we've got Preston taking on MK Dons. I have a feeling Manchester United have gone now. I wonder who they lost against. So now we've got Preston beating MK Dons. So first Lindsay scored 64th minute, then Will scored 33rd. Now we've got MK Dons. Orsi scored 89th minute. That's the only time they scored. So now Preston go to their victory. Let's see who we got next. So we've got Wrexham taking on Cheltenham Town. So Cheltenham Town have beaten Wrexham now. So Bowman scored for 118th minute, and then Bennett for 86th. And we've also got Pell for 37th minute. Then for Wrexham, we got McLean for 84th minute, and then we got McLean again for 14th minute. They tried their best though, but we want to go to the finals now. Now we've got Derby County taking on Stoke City. I think Derby will win. I think Derby. Yep, told you. So we got penalties. So Peter says Goodmagin and Silverstein and Roof, they scored for Derby County in pens, while Stoke City, Junho, Lowe and Baker scored for Stoke for penalties. That's all we got. Now we've got Crawley Town taking on Shrewsbury Town. My second favourite team. Shrewsbury has beaten Crawley Town. So we have Lloyd again scoring 30th minute. At least Shrewsbury. I know if my team Manchester United's not even in there. At least my second favourite team's going on, still in. I don't think Manchester United is. Well, now we got West Ham taking on Port Vale. Let's see who wins. So now West Ham, sadly, Port Vale lose to West Ham 2-1. So we've got Kudus, 85th minute. Then we've got Kudus again for 7th minute. And then Port Vale has Todger, got Todge for 11th minute. Now we've got Luton Town taking on Leicester. Not a bad game. But sadly, Leicester take their victory to the semi-finals. Unless if we are, I don't know if we are in. So we got Vardy, 79th. And B. Sommer for 55th. And then Luton is Doherty, 17th minute. Now we've got AFC Bournemouth taking on Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest win 2-1 against Bournemouth. And then, so Elijah and Ali Aina scored for 76th minute. And Ellinger scored for 112th minute. And then Brooks scored for 87th minute for Bournemouth. I didn't expect Nottingham to be here already. So now we've got Burnley taking on Swansea. Now we have Burnley beaten Swansea City 2-1. So we have Hannaby 62nd minute and Benson 50th minute. And then in Swansea is Pete Harris for 53rd minute. I don't think Manchester United's in anymore. Now we've got Cardiff City taking on Tranmere Rovers. The Tranmere Rovers, the one that's really doing good. Let's see if Tranmere Rovers win this time. Yes, they do. 1-1 in normal game, and then 3-0 in penalties. So Patrick, Davison, and Jennings won for penalties. And then Patrick scored 53rd minute. And Cardiff didn't even get any points for pen. So fuck them basically. So fuck Cardiff City. Now we've got Wycombe taking on Sheffield United. Looks like Sheffield United will obviously win 5-0 against Wycombe. McCallum scored 87th minute. O'Hare scored 70th minute. Hammers 59th. And Campbell 53rd. And Hammer again for 31st minute. Some of these teams are doing terrible. It's like these teams are just going like flies. Now we've got Southampton taking on Newcastle United. Bit shocked that Southampton's still here because Southampton is actually shit in the Premier League. So I'm really confused why they're still here. But to be honest, all the premiers have been facing teams from the lower leagues, the shitty leagues. So no wonder why Southampton would win that. But sadly, Southampton can't shade their face to Newcastle United because Newcastle United beat them 1-0. So Joe Linton scored 61st minute. So Southampton's gone. Au revoir, Southampton. Birmingham City taking on Barnsley. Let's see who wins this time. Birmingham beat Barnsley 2-0. Stansfield 82nd minute and Hansen 37th minute. I wonder if we're near the semi-finals or we're near the quarter-finals. Then we got Manchester United. Finally they come back. Manchester United taking on Brentford. Finally we've got my favourite team. The team that I actually support. Let's see. 1-0 United. Let's go. Ericsson, 82nd minute. Against Brentford. Let's go. I really thought Manchester United went in. But they are. Now we've got West Brom taking on Walsall. I want Walsall to win, to be honest. Walsall's a good team. But sadly, West Brom finally take their victory. So that means Walsall is sadly gone. So we have Johnson, 88th minute. Then Johnston again for 57th. And then Armstrong, 38th. And then Armstrong again for 8th minute. Sorry, Walsall, but au revoir, Walsall. We love you, Walsall. Then Oxford United taking on Sunderland. Let's see who wins this time. So Sunderland take their victory and beat Oxford United. So Isidore, 87th minute, and Cricken, 53rd minute. Then Goodwinham for 33rd minute. Now we've got Sheffield Wednesday taking on Brighton. Just so you know, these are all English teams, which you probably noticed. Brighton has won their victory against Sheffield United 3-1. Mitoma for 80th minute and 58th minute. Then O'Reilly, 34th minute. So, and Sheffield United is Redas for 51st. Now we advance to next match. Sheffield United taking on Liverpool. Let's see how Liverpool do. They might do good, obviously, because that's what they always do. Ooh! No way! You guys seen this? Sheffield United beating Liverpool 4-3. So that means Liverpool are out the challenge. Bloody hell. So let's start with Sheffield. Vinci Souza, 91st minute. Hammer, 81st minute. And Hammer again for 57th minute. Well, Liverpool was shit because they lost against Sheffield United, which is a bit embarrassing. Alexander Arnold for 72nd minute. Mac Allister for 61st minute. And Gakpo for 18th minute. Liverpool tried their best, but I'm not going to say much since Manchester United, since they're my rivals. Since they're rivals to Manchester United. So now we've got Watford taking on Reading. Let's see how... So now we've got Watford taking on Reading. Let's see how I don't know how confusing this game's just gonna get. Oh, this guy had a red card. So now we just give him for another. There you are. Now I've solved the problem finally. So Reading has Watford has beat Reading 2-1. So Dumba for 85th minute, Chuxady for 51st minute, and then Reading Ring for 80th minute is just for that. So Reading is out the league. The reason why the problem was because one of the players in Watford had a red card, so I had to change the player. Now we've got Birmingham City taking on Manchester United. I hope we don't lose against Birmingham, but obviously Manchester United beat them. But Birmingham City was a bit close to that. So Mazuri, 80th minute. Garnacho, 62nd minute. Hoyland for 49th minute. And Hoyland again for 38th minute. And Fernandes with a yellow card. Then Birmingham City, Hansen, 74th minute. And Stansfield for 20th minute. So let's say goodbye to Birmingham City. Bye, Birmingham City. You're shit. Which they are shit, to be honest. No wonder why they're not in the Premier League. So now we've got Arsenal taking on Tranmere Rovers. Let's see if Tranmere Rovers can go to the finals or not. I hope they can do. Tranmere Rovers. Sadly, they can't. This is their time to the end against Arsenal. But for Tranmere Rovers, Finlay, 45th minute. Then Arsenal is Degarde for 65th minute and Nuwani for 43rd. Sadly, Tranmere Rovers, their time came to an end. Bye, Tranmere Rovers. You're a good team. Which they are a good team. Now we've got Coventry City taking on West Ham. Let's see. West Ham beating Coventry 3-1. So, Kudus, 80th minute. Kudus, 78th with a yellow card. Bowen, 47th minute. And Kudus again for 17th minute. Then Coventry, Sakamoto, 84th minute. And that's it. Now we've got Petersburg taking on Middlesbrough. Okay. Now Middlesbrough has beaten Petersburg 2-1. So Conway, 119th minute. And Conway again for 10th minute. Then Petersburg is Otto for 61st minute. Now we've got Derby County taking on Mansfield. Let's see if Mansfield can carry on. No, sadly, Derby County has beaten Mansfield 3-1. So Yatas for 89th minute. Osborne for 69th minute. And then Alder for 41st minute. And then Wilson with a yellow card in 21st minute. Then Mansfield Town, Atkins for 38th minute. So bye-bye Mansfield. Then Burnley taking on Newcastle United. Sadly for Newcastle, Burnley beating them 2-1. So Jordan, 81st minute. And Luent for 65th minute. Then Newcastle is Isaac for 37th minute. Bye-bye Newcastle. These teams are going down like flies. Especially because there is more teams in the lower leagues than Premier. There's not much Premier in here. There's more second division than that. So we've got Spurs taking on Blackburn Rovers. Let's see if Spurs can carry on. Yes, they can. 3-0. Madison, 76th. Solanke, 61st. And then Madison, 25th minute, again. Then Blackburn Rovers didn't score shit, so we go to the next game. Now we've got Cheltenham Town taking on Shrewsbury. Let's see if Shrewsbury can carry on, or are they just going to get stopped by Cheltenham. Luckily for Shrewsbury, they can carry on with 3-1. So Nurse for 69th minute, Gape for 67th minute, and Biggins for 23rd minute. Then Cheltenham only got one goal, which was Thomas for 35th minute. So bye-bye Cheltenham Town. Now we got Brighton taking Bristol. Let's see if this team can get it. Sadly, for Bristol City, they lose against Brighton 3-2. So Joe Pedro, 63rd minute, O'Reilly 32nd minute, and Mitoma 11th minute. Then for Bristol was only 2, which is 79th, Armstrong 79th minute, and Armstrong again for 17th minute. So now bye-bye Bristol. Now we've got West Brom taking on Leicester. I just can't wait for the finals. I wonder who's going to be in the finals. Anyway, sadly for Leicester City, their time is to the end. West Brom 3-1. So Johnson for the 110th minute. Johnson again for 94th minute. And Johnson again 3 times in a row for 45th minute. That's actually good, that is. Then Leicester City was... Let me check who it was. So Vardy, 57th minute. And that was it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Leicester. So, Norwich take on Sunderland. Norwich has been doing good, so I wonder how Norwich is going to come on. And they win 2-0 against Sunderland. So, Fisher, 57th minute. And Emiliano, 21st minute. Then Sunderland didn't score anything, so we say goodbye to Sunderland and we carry on. Then we got Manchester City taking on Aston Villa. Man City's going to 100% win it. Which they do. 1-0. So, and that person was Phil Foden for 72nd minute. And Aston Villa didn't score anything. So, bye-bye Aston Villa. And now we carry on with Manchester City on our side. Now we got Nottingham Forest taking on Chelsea. Sadly for Nottingham Forest, their time is to an end. Chelsea 3-2. So Madueke, 85th minute, and Madueke again for 70th minute. And we got another one. And then Madueke again 3 times in a row for 8th minute. Then Nottingham Forest only got 2, which was Wood in the 83rd minute. And Aina for 33rd minute. Bye-bye Nottingham Forest, and we carry on with Chelsea. Right, we got Wigan Athletic taking on Preston. Let's see how this goes. So, Wigan beats Preston 5-3. So, Norburn, 95th minute. Taylor, 87th minute. And Norburn again for 55th minute. Dale, 8th minute. Then Preston only scored 3 goals. So, Wills, 82nd minute. Hughes for 52nd minute. And Wills again for 27th minute. So now we say goodbye to Preston and we go on ahead. Now we've got Spurs taking on Sheffield United. Let's see how Spurs go. And they've got Son. So let's see if Son can get some goals. And they do. They win against Sheffield United. 1-0 in the normal game. And then 4-2 in penalties. So we've got Basuma, Kulviki, Johnson, Solanke, and they scored for the penalties. But can you not believe it? Son missed his, which is a bit embarrassing. And then Kozicki scored 70th minute. Then for Sheffield, Brooks, O'Hare scored for the penalties, with Hammer and Caprell missing theirs. And then Hammer scored on the 2nd minute. Bye-bye Sheffield, and we take Spurs with us to the next round. So we've got scores and fixes. So we've had Spurs versus Sheffield United. We've got Middlesbrough versus Brighton, Burnley versus Arsenal, and Manchester United versus Watford. Now what we've got next. Then we've got Derby County versus Chelsea, which we've had. Norwich City versus Wigan, West Brom versus West Ham, Manchester City versus Shrewsbury, which are obviously going to lose. Middlesbrough versus Brighton. No, I've already said that. So we've had Derby. So now we've got about 6 games left, I believe. And then we're done. 6 games. But I think Shrewsbury's going to lose because they're against a bad one. They're against Man City. But we don't care though. At least because Shrewsbury has been good. Now we've got Middlesbrough versus Brighton. Let's see how Brighton can do. Sadly for Brighton, Middlesbrough beat them. So we've had Conway for 61st minute, then Azaz for 31st minute, and Doak for 14th. And then Joao Pedro for 52nd minute, then Mintech for 13th minute for Brighton. So bye-bye Brighton, and we take Middlesbrough. So now we've had Middlesbrough. We're in the quarterfinals now, I believe. We're going to have Burnley versus Arsenal. Then Manchester United versus Watford. So Middlesbrough and Spurs are in the semi-finals. Then we still got Burnley and Arsenal, Man City, Man United and Watford, Norwich City and Wigan, West Brom and West Ham, then Man City and Shrewsbury. Let's see how our games go. Now we've got Burnley and Arsenal. So I think we're in the quarterfinals now. Sadly for Burnley, Arsenal beat them 2-0. 2-1. Trossard for 79th minute. Trossard again for 57th minute. Which was 2. And then Burnley, Benson scored for 15th minute. So bye-bye Burnley, and we take Arsenal. So now we've got Manchester United and Watford. Let's see how Manchester United can do, aka my favourite team. My first favourite. Manchester United are obviously going to win that with Ericsson, 75th minute, Xerxes, 71st minute, and Mazuri again. Okay, was that again? No. Then Missouri for 33rd minute. Then Watford had Lakuri for 52nd minute. Bye-bye Watford, and we take Manchester United, which is my team I support. Now we've done these 4. We've got Norwich City and Wigan Athletic, which we have. Let's see if Norwich can come to the semi-finals. I believe in all the teams, apart from Man City, obviously, because they're rivals as well. Norwich, obviously going to win that and take 4-1. McLean, 82nd minute. Sargent, 75th minute. Hensenez, 55th minute. And McLean again for 30th minute. Then Wigan only had 1. So Taylor scored 8th minute. Bye-bye Wigan, and we take Norwich. Now we've got West Brom and West Ham next. The 2 Wests go together. But sadly, I have to replace C. Styles because he's been suspended. So I have to go to the squad and take down Styles. And I'll praise him for Wallace. So now we can play. Now we've got Quick Sim. So now West Ham beat West Brom 4-1. So Paqueta, 82nd minute. Alvarez, 75th minute. Alvarez again for 27th minute. And Kudus for 16th minute. And then West Brom had Armstrong for 12th minute. Bye-bye West Brom, and we take West Ham instead. Now we got Man City and Shrewsbury. So the teams that are going to the semi-finals are Spurs, Middlesbrough, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Norwich, and West Ham at the moment. Well, we either have Man City go to the semi-finals or Shrewsbury. We'll wait and see right now. This is gonna be a big one. I hope Shrewsbury win, but I kind of doubt for Shrewsbury because they've got Haaland, Man City, and all that. But sadly for Shrewsbury, Manchester City beat them 2-1. So Erling Haaland, 89th minute, and Doku for 29th minute, while Shrewsbury only had one, which was Lloyd for 84th minute. Bye-bye Shrewsbury, and we take Manchester City, sadly. So now, all them teams are in the semi-finals, which are all of these. These are the ones going to the semi-finals, and I'll spell them right now. Spurs, Middlesbrough, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Norwich, West Ham, and Man City are going to the semi-finals. Now we've got Middlesbrough versus Arsenal. Sadly for Middlesbrough, Arsenal beat them 2-0. Merino, 65th minute. And Kibble for the 42nd minute. Now, so we're in the semi-finals. So Arsenal's going to the finals. We got Man United versus Man City, Norwich versus Chelsea, Spurs versus West Ham. Those are all we've got. So next we go Man United and Man City, which is the derby, which is the Man United derby. This is the Manchester derby now. Let's see who win. Manchester United beat Man City 4-3. So we have Casemiro 109th minute, Fernandes 101st minute, Garnacho 68th minute, and Garnacho again the 7th minute. Then Man City have Erling Haaland 107th minute, Phil Foden 84th first minute, then Doku for 23rd minute. Now Manchester United probably has a chance, but it depends on Spurs though. Now we have Man United going to the semi-finals. So, but then to be honest, I think Man United will win unless if they get past Chelsea, Spurs, West Ham. Those are the ones. If we can beat Chelsea, Spurs, and West Ham, we'll definitely be able to beat Norwich. So I think Manchester United's going to win it. Anyway, now we've got Norwich versus Chelsea. I think Chelsea's going to win that. Right. Let's see. Sadly for Norwich, Chelsea has beaten them 3-2. So, N. Jackson, 82nd minute. Sancho, 55th minute. And Palmer, 4th minute. Well, Norwich has Sargent, 84th minute. So, bye-bye Norwich, and we take Chelsea. Now we've got Spurs versus West Ham. One of them's going to win. Which I think Tottenham's going to win. But I don't know. Now we've got all Premier League ones. So, sadly for West Ham, Spurs win 4-1. So, Solanke, 82nd minute. Solanke again, 72nd minute. Son, finally, for 56th minute. And Son again for 34th minute. And then West Ham only had one, which was Kofal for 50th minute. Bye-bye West Ham, and we take Spurs. Now, we have done all these games. Now we've got a little bit of games left before we win. Warning, the following teams have been knocked out of the competition. Middlesbrough, Norwich City, Manchester City, and West Ham United. Now, we've got Spurs versus Arsenal. Let's see which team wins. Sadly for Spurs, Arsenal beat them 2-0. So, Jonino, 63rd minute, and Trossard, 14th minute. Bye-bye Spurs, and we take Arsenal. This is our table. So, we've got Spurs versus Arsenal. Now we have Manchester United versus Chelsea. I hope we beat Chelsea. I don't know. I hope we do. Let's see. Sadly for us, we got beaten by Chelsea 3-1. So, Colwill, 73rd minute. Then 56th minute is in Jackson. Then Sancho, 34th minute. Well, Manchester United had Garnacho, 54th minute. Bye-bye my team, and we're taking Chelsea. Now we're in the finals. We've got 2 games left. We've got Arsenal versus Chelsea. This is the final game. This is the finals. Chelsea versus Arsenal. This time, I'm not going to do quick sim. I'm going to do tactical view. So we can watch the game together. This is the finals. The finals. So we're going to be watching the finals right now. This is our timetable. No, we'll cut to the chase. We'll get to the game. Anyway, I need to change my Yeah. Let's see. So we've got Chelsea, we've got Arsenal coming up. Let's see what Arsenal does. Is it a goal for Chelsea? Is it a goal for Arsenal? What you're watching right now, guys, is the final of the FA Cup. Is it a goal for Arsenal? Oh, good tackle. Anyway, I'm kind of getting bored doing this now because I've been doing this probably for 84 minutes, which is basically an hour. Let's see who won. Oh! How? 1-0. Palmer, 70th minute. So we've got a winner, guys. Chelsea has won the FA Cup of FC 25. Well, that's good for Chelsea. Bloody hell. The winners, Chelsea. I'm so shocked. End tournament. That was actually good. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, every bit of it. Anyway, guys, it's the end of the live stream. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and peace.